Hello and welcome to another week of the 25Ks in GeoGuessr. Today we're going to be attempting to get 25K in Colombia. I'm just going to hit play right now because why wouldn't I? Default settings. Sure, let's sit on the link for a while. Colombia might be pretty difficult because, well, it depends a lot on what sort of locations we get. Colombia has a lot of very rural locations where it might take forever to find anything useful. At the same time, if we get 5 locations downtown in Bogota, Medellin, or anything like that, then we might be done in 10 minutes. Who knows? There are area codes in Bogota, not in Bogota, in Colombia. Well, in Bogota as well. But I've looked a bit. I mean, I chose Medellin as an example. I looked through the city for about 5 to 10 minutes. I did not find a single phone number that wasn't either in like a mobile phone or like a local phone number that has no number that, allows you to recognize where it's from. It might be more of a thing in rural areas, but I didn't want to spend an hour trying to click through rural areas to find a phone number or two. We'll see if we get stuck in a rural area. I do know the area codes to some extent right now in my head, so we can check if there are any. But that's enough talking. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, go. And we start off in a city/town at least. It does still look very rural though, somewhere up on a mountain on the main town square. And it feels familiar. It feels like I had this location before sometime in the past, but of course I can't remember where it was. What do we have here? Suerdo, okay. Municipio de Buenavista Quindio. Alright. Buenavista Quindio. So we know at least the municipality, so the name of the town presumably. But at the same time, that's not going to be much help at the start. Because, well, I'm not going to go and search the whole country for that municipality. So I'll just go a bit further. You can see the typical yellow number plates of Colombia here. Oh, there we go. Does that say Armenia or Armenta? Hospital San Camilo, Quindio de Sali or something? What does that say? Ministerio de Salud, yeah. Not particularly amazing. There. Buenavista Quindio. That might actually be a phone number that is usable. This doesn't have a number plate right here. What is the phone number? Nope, that's not a useful phone number. 754-7000. It shouldn't be, at least. But wait, oh, there it is, Armenia. That should be it. Yeah, the problem is this has 7 digits, meaning it is, I think it is a local number. So useless for you to figure out where you are. Buenavista Quindio. Actually, the province is called Quindio. So that could have already given me a hint if I was aware of all the provinces. Buenavista Quindio. There are a lot of... Wait, how big is Quindio? The map loads. It's relatively small, I think. It's just this area. Let me look through here. There's Buenavista. That could well be at Plaza de Bolivar. Let's look for the... where exactly are we in the town square? We're on the southwestern side here. The Cafe Bar 1933. Is that here? Yes, here we have it. Cafe Bar 1933. And as such, the map here is horrible. Yep, that's definitely where the park is. Definitely leads all the way to over here. Is there anything we can line it up for? I mean, it has to be here. If it's not here, then that's the fault of the map, not mine. So we'll guess here. Okay, Yeah, I'll take that. 5 meters doesn't bother me. We continue. And we're in a city again. This looks a bit bigger. How big? I can't really tell. Not very big. A gas station. Usually doesn't really tell you much, except for maybe helping you with pinpointing towards the end. This here says 492508. Potentially useful. I wouldn't know how though. Okay, for a second I thought that said Armenia as well. And I was like, oh, but it says Pereira, so we might be close by. And Sama Yusukio Supia. Is that where we are? We might be. Let me look. There's a bridge. We might be over here. There's the Esso gas station. Yes. Fantastic. And we went down here. That's north. The 2nd Street. Right next to the Esso. After it. There's one street going to the north here. That should be this one. Then there's this street, and then there's this one, which I think we came out of, but we can control that, or verify that, so to say, by checking. Okay, there is no river here. Well, whatever. But this indeed looks like the major intersection here, so we were definitely coming from up here. And let's see, how far away are we from the next side street? This is not a side street. So we are pretty far away. Here. Do we have Compravente Oriente? That's not helpful. Tiene Las Palmas, I don't assume that's somewhere here. We don't really have any street names. No. There's some more phone numbers that are also useless. Phone numbers that start with a 3-digit number that starts with a 3 are 99% of the cases mobile numbers. What do we have here? What's that church looking thing here? This one. Iglesia Adventista del Sete Dia. It's not only a church looking thing, it is a church. But it's not on the map, as far as I can tell. What I want to do is see how far I can take this north. Okay, there it makes that slight curve. Do we have a street name here? Not really. That slight curve is, I suppose, here. And then it should end here, as it does. Does that mean there is... Go back. Come on. No? Okay. Does that mean I missed one side street? Because I only have one here. Then I'd have another one here. Then that's the 3rd. 1, 2, 3. Never mind. How far away are we from the start here? It's not too far. Basically, we've got this corner. Oh, we don't even have houses here. This is a gamble, pretty much. You know what? I can try. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I can go over there. And once we're around here... around here, we should be similar roughly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A bit further, I think that's 10 and that's 12. 12 for this side street, so it should be a bit further south. Roughly here, this Ferreteria and Supia Caldes. What is it? I do not see it here. What is that? Barberia, okay. En metales acero inoxidable. I don't think that is that. But at the same time, it might not be completely off. You know what we'll do quickly just to check. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 to here, so about double the distance. Then 1, 2, 3. I think we need a bit further north. I think going here should be fine. So we're going to guess there. Oof. Above the 15 meters, but apparently 18 meters is close enough in Colombia. Oh yeah, I forgot. Because this map includes these 2 islands that are part of Colombia. It means we've got a bit more leeway. We shouldn't, you shouldn't go too far with it. But it helped us out in this case. What do we have here? Bogota. Now it actually have something that might look like an area code here, and then it just straight up says Bogota here. Okay, is Bogota the province? Yes, okay. It looks a bit outskirts, like, so something like here maybe. If it is, we're right next to one of these town squares again. Apparently quite typical for Colombian towns. Estación de Susacón. Where is Susacón? Or Susazón? I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. It actually extends all the way down here. It's interesting. I don't see anything called Susazón here. And I honestly wouldn't be completely surprised if it turns out that that sign that said Bogota on it isn't actually telling me we're in Bogota. But I'm gonna have to look around a bit more. Just some banks. If you had a number plate, what does that say? I think it doesn't say Bogota. I think it says something like Solata or something, but I can't quite read it, unfortunately. So we'll have to do without it. Can we get another one with a better look? La Calera. I don't know what exactly that is. Actually, just out of curiosity, are those always like, is Armenia, is that actually called Armenia? No, it's not. So they are not necessarily provinces. They're mostly just bigger towns or like municipalities, something like that. Bigger regions. What do we have here? Can't really read that properly. Estación meteorológica. Nope. We could now, of course, go out into the middle of nowhere. And we'll at least go until this thing here. Yep. Bienvenidos a Susazón Norte de Boyacá. That is more than helpful. I think it's Boyacá, this one. Yeah, it is Boyacá. El Norte de Boyacá. Susazón. Wait, does Boyacá extend all the way here? Is that part of it? It is. Puerta de Oro del Norte de Boyacá. Oh, that's North Santander, actually. It ends here, of course. Where's this part here? It goes up here. Technically, okay, this is part of it as well. It shouldn't be too small. I should be able to find that on the map somewhere. But it actually, I did think it would be easier than this. Where is it? I did think this would be more than enough to find it, but if it continues like this, we might have to search for more information. Boyaca continues through here. And even through here still. To where? I think to here. I think this is where it ends. Any of you little towns here called Susason? No? Alright. Sure. I guess we're moving on. Let's see. What is this sign telling me? Well, that is unsurprising, I have to admit. Okay, I guess we're walking down the roads a bit. I mean, we haven't seen much of rural roads here so far anyway. So let's look at this sign. De obra pública. Guayacanal, en el municipio de Susacón, departamento de Boyacá. The Guayacanal. Alright. I mean, yeah, but Colombia. Why do I always want to say Bolivia? Colombia is a pretty country. What do we have here? Nothing to read. Okay. So it can't hurt to drive around it for a bit. Anything here? Nope. The problem with Colombia and most of these rural parts is that any real information you get is 99% of the time going to come from those signs that we looked at earlier that just tell us basically you're in this town, in this province, and that's going to be it. Very rarely do we see signs like we had in round number 2, where it just straight up told us, okay, this is the distance to those cities. Guantiva Norte, Susason. It doesn't go... Oh, by the way, I wanted to show this off occasionally. Prior to this. This can be very tricky if you see it, because that's pretty much the Bolivian flag. But it's actually just the logo of, I think, a political party in Colombia. So I've certainly been tricked by it before, and I'd be surprised if it was the only one. Because it, yeah, as I said, it does just look like the Bolivian flag. Okay, these aren't helpful. Is this helpful? Department de Boyacá. No, it just tells us everything we already knew. Carretera Central del Norte, Vereda Los Valles. Carretera Central del Norte. Is that... Okay, these streets do seem to have different names. It's not something I've never seen before. Like, it's not that unusual in countries for streets to have different names than are shown on Google Maps. So in Google Maps, it might just show, you know, this is the road from here to here. But it actually does have a name. Just, you know, not helpful if it doesn't show up on Google Maps. I'm still fascinated by the fact that Susason just doesn't show up on the map. Either that, or I just completely missed it. Which isn't impossible. I've done things like that before. But still. And it also, like, it didn't look like a small town. It looked plenty big enough to be seen at a reasonable zoom level. And even then I still zoomed in pretty far and checked most of the places anyway. And it's actually also quite interesting how the road here changes so quickly. Sometimes between like a paved road in good condition to just dirt. Yeah, it tells me we're leaving Susason again. Puerta de Oro del Norte de Boyacá. Is oro gold? Sounds like it. Might be. This probably isn't. Puerta, I would have thought might mean something like port. Could also be bridge. I actually think it's more likely to be bridge. So that could be something like a bridge to the north of Boyacá, which would maybe explain why it isn't exactly in the north, but more like in the middle. At least that's my reasoning. Okay, that's just a very small side road. And this is also just putting an emphasis here on, you know, there's not really many signs that tells you this city is there. Is that sign useful? I don't suppose it is, but no. Okay. That's all too far away, and it's loading pretty slowly, which is not great. That's just a political ad, isn't it? Yep, absolutely. Most things are in Colombia. Most things you see around are political ads. There was a sign for the 96. Let me just actually look if there is a road numbered 96 here. There's something called Presidente here. That's in Santander, though, not in Boyacá. Never mind. Is there a road called 96? It does not look like it. No. Okay. Well, we continue. I'm kind of tempted to go back and just try the other way, but we're gonna cause Asta. No. But at the same time, we're going downhill here, and technically that's a good thing. And eventually we're bound to find something that tells us where we are. It's just a question of time. Potentially a very long time. Curvas peligrosas. Probably means sharp turns. Okay. What do you have for me? Montero. Is that something that stands out? Wait a second. Is this still in Boyacá? Okay, yeah, it totally is. I'm just getting confused by the borders of this place. But it ends here, doesn't it? Yeah. I've checked that now for like the third time, probably. Where could Montero be? That might at least bring us somewhat closer. Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you have to zoom in pretty far. Okay. Let's go back. We're in Susason. We are... This is probably the Park Principal. What do we have here? There's a police station. Which is probably right. There should be a church. And there is... So we're right about here. Yeah, we're gonna guess there. All right, we found it in the end. It took a lot of driving, but actually driving didn't help us at all. Can I find Montero from here? Nope, don't see it. Whatever. Off we go into the next round. So yeah, it can be quite, not necessarily misleading, but quite unhelpful to find number plate sign, like number plates on a truck that might have traveled quite far. Another not helpful number, but we do have a couple of cities here with San Juan, Bello, and Guayabal. I do not recognize any of them. Let's take a quick look. But I don't think we'd see any of them. So let's not. But is this just me, or do all of these cities kind of look the same in a way? All of these mountain cities. What do we have here? Bello. Okay. So that might be the town that we're in. This might even be the... I only really saw the outskirts of the city in round 2. This might be the bigger one. This, mobile number, local number. Neither of them helpful. But yeah, this looks pretty big. Again. But I said that about Susason as well. And it ended up being like 5 side streets. And you had to zoom in very far. And for that, I at least knew which region we're in. And I still couldn't find it. What are you telling me? Metrópole Valle de Aburrá. Yeah, CO, the country code for domains for Colombia, in case you didn't know. What do we have here? No, where's the sign gone? Sign's disappeared. Alright, whatever. We can live without the sign. There's another sign here that points me towards Medellin and Barbosa. Medellin is here. But, oh, there is Bello. It's a suburb of Medellin, pretty much. Okay, and it is, yeah, my feelings didn't betray me. It is pretty big. And I remember this. Thankfully, here we actually do have road names on the streets. You got Santander, Calle, and Carrera 17, and what's Santander called? Calle 7. There's Carrera 47. Calle 7 and Carrera 17. None of these are that low. Which is kind of an issue. He could be over here, maybe. Okay, 7 and Carrera 17. These start in the hundreds again, and we're pretty much in Medellin there. But it might be worth to have a look at it anyway. What bothers me is that the carreras pretty much go from west, like from east to west, but none of them are that low. Like even at the most eastern part here, it's like Carrera 23, and we're looking for 17, aren't we? Yeah, we're looking for 17 and 7. Carrera 17, Calle 7. Wait, let me go back once here. Is that a river somewhere back there? I mean, potentially, there is a river here. They might have changed the names of the streets. I don't know why they would. But it's not unthinkable, I think. Let's look for something else. Some other street names. Calle 6 and Carrera 16. I mean, it fits, but that doesn't look quite right. It also said Medellin was to the north earlier. So I wonder if we're not somewhere down here. But really, I mean, it did say San Juan first on that sign. So I'd kind of want to look if there is a San Juan somewhere here. It's not even a suburb of Medellin or a district of Medellin that's called San Juan from what I can see. There's one called San Jose. But nope, not particularly helpful. Camara. I don't think that is the city name. I think that might be the political party or something like that. This is frustrating because technically, like, big Colombian cities are very easy because they've got their numbering system in a very orderly fashion. But if it just doesn't work out at all, like here, then you're kind of stuck wondering, well, technically, I think I have all the information that I need, but it's just not there. So what do? Do you continue looking? Or do you go, okay, I need more information? I've decided I want more information. Pura Vida, I feel like I've seen that before. But again, where? I don't know. There's Paris. Okay, we're going this way. What does that say? Nothing important. That says Colombia. Okay. Might even have been possible to see the number plate of that truck on our own, like, reflection. Not really a reflection, but you know what I mean, on our own, like, blurriness down there. We've got a bridge here. God, it's so slow. It's awful. It's a small river. Way too small. Probably not helpful. The thing that confuses me the most is that it did say Medellin was to the north, alongside Barbosa. I'm just going to have to continue south here and see what I find. It just looks like it's bringing us out of the city to somewhere else. Is that going to be a helpful sign? Probably not. Nope, absolutely not. Locations like this are really frustrating. I also don't really know what else I would find apart from another city name here somewhere. Apura Norte. Whatever that means. Valle de Apura. Exactly does that mean? There's no provincial border anywhere near here, is there? No. There isn't. Just to make sure, but no. Medellin is not in a province called Medellin. So it has to be this. It has to be the city itself. Please just give me a town sign. How difficult can that be? There's just nothing at all. Nothing here, nothing there, nothing anywhere. It just annoys me as well that, like, if we were to assume we were in Bayo, which is possible, then we should be getting to plenty of towns or other cities this way. But there just aren't any here. There's like houses along the side of the road and that's it. Montserrat Hotel probably. Nothing here. It's just more rural Colombia. There's not much for me to talk about here, is there? This looks exactly the same as it has for the last 5 minutes. Is there finally... There's a big junction here, come on. You gotta have some signs here, right? Hatovial. Might that be a town name? Who knows? There's a sign here. Towards the south, towards Barbosa, and the north towards Girardota. Okay, there's Girardota. Where's Barbosa? Barbosa is here. Okay, Barbosa. What? Excuse me? Yeah, Girardota is to the north and Barbosa is to the south. That makes perfect sense. Okay. We get to Barbosa by going south. Sure. I won't question them. But I don't really care about that. What I care about is where we are right now. And it again just doesn't have a city sign. Just tell me which city we're in, please. Did I miss something? Some sign here? Maybe? No. Okay, we're just going to continue this way. There was a sign here. Okay, just speed limits. Via Edilma? Probably the name of the houses here. Like the hotel, apartment, building, whatever it may be. Rather than the city. Show me something, please. In Barbosa. Does that mean we finally reached Barbosa? Potentially. It did say we would if we went here. In this direction. And if that were correct, that would mean we came all the way through here. And we may have potentially started in Girardota. And I think that actually matches up perfectly from what I remember. There's this highway entrance. We went through here, saw the signs towards Barbosa and Medellin here. And we do have Carrera, what was it? It was Carrera 17 and Calle 9, wasn't it? We do have a Carrera 17. We do have a Calle, oh, that's Calle 7. Oh, whatever. It has to be. I'm betting on this now. If it isn't, then I give up. Where is it? This is Calle 10. And I can't read it anyway. Let's go the other way. This is Calle 7 and Carrera 17, yeah. It fits. So now the question is, where on earth are we between these? This is a long road with not many features. The houses are on the map technically, but are they all of them? Who knows? How far is it to the east? Sort of like 4 clicks. And to the west, they're a bit shorter, I think, but it's 7. I'd say we're probably somewhere in the center of this. Do we actually have anything here? There's one house missing here on the map. Is it actually missing? It's definitely not. I can tell you that right now. No. What do we do with this? You know what? Sure. Screw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Sure. Right in the middle. Is that right in the middle? It feels like it's right in the middle, so there we go. Yes, okay. And I need to make a quick break now. I'll be back for the next round. Okay, here we are back. Just had to quickly watch the start of the Formula 1 season. So it's been about, well, 100 minutes, but we're ready to go into the last round. I'll leave the timer paused for a bit while I go into it because, well, it says 30 seconds and we've not even started the round yet. So let's see what this round 5 has to offer for us. And it's actually a dry part of Colombia, which I don't think we've really had, although the first 4 rounds are now 2 hours ago. So who knows? But we'll see. I think most of like dry Colombia is up here. Well, looking at just the colors of the map, it would make sense that you'd have the dry parts here. But this is also quite dry, but I think this is more mountainous. Now is about the time to start the timer again. And we'll see. Was there something on that building? Yes, but nothing that would help me out. It just lists what is being sold here in this. Not really a pharmacy, probably. Might be. It looked like there were some big buildings over here. No crucial information here. What could we be looking for here? How about you? That'll just about not give me a good view. What about the next one? Blurred out, of course. All right. We'll find another taxi. There's 2. Let me just get back here a bit. That was too far. I don't know where the taxis went. Must have switched to a different coverage. There's one. Cucuta. There it is, yeah. Over there. Yeah, it's really slow. Don't know why. Could potentially be here. Yep. Does look like it might reasonably be Cucuta. The question is, with me not seeing any road names here, this might get tough. I'll go to the east, considering east would probably bring me somewhere closer to the border. I should just keep going straight. That would assure I have an easy way to backtrack and, make sure that I don't waste any information that I get in the end. We of course still have to keep in mind that we don't necessarily have to be in Cucuta. We could be somewhere else, just close by. Is this an airport? I have a feeling it might be. The airport is here. And I think this fits with what I've seen, roughly. Maybe not quite here, though. But more like, if you look at this sort of... and actually, here's a corner. It might be something like this here. But this goes relatively straight. So I actually think it's unlikely. Looking over here, straight to the east. I think this is the control tower. So it could be here, actually. And having come through here, that would get us to here and at the other end. Which is not completely unlikely. I think this is also a likely street that we could have went down, though. This one right here. I think either of those are possible options. The problem we've got is if you don't have a road number here, of course, we might struggle. What we can do, however, if I can find my way back in here, is see what sort of buildings we've got that might prove useful. Well, actually, wait 1 second. Was there? Or did I imagine that? Yeah, I must have imagined it. I thought there was a road sign there, or a street sign. Very messy coverage here. What's down here? It's just dirt road. Actually, though, how far is that? Oh no, obviously that's here. But Capus Patino. That's something you can see somewhere here. Not really, but I mean, this goes pretty straight north-south. Let's actually continue going down here. Let's see when it starts turning. How far away that is. It should be here. This is where it starts turning. The question is that here? JR Motors and Sport. Does look like it might be, but what is this building? That's probably not helpful. I mean, it does say, it says Motos. Moto Lavado. It says Dakar Motors. But it also says there's a gas station here. But I do, if we continue here, actually, this road should take us to a dead end, sort of, with a footpath at the end of it. And it does. That means we were right in that this is indeed where we are. The question is, how far did we move? No, it's just completely... Okay, I need to get this done relatively quickly. Okay, there it splits up. That's good. Let's go for the next one. If it decides to load, which it does eventually. Come on. There's absolutely no reason why this should be the thing. Okay, and here it splits up again. Is it this though, or is it the next one? It's difficult to tell. Let me go back here a bit. Yeah, it has to be. Has to be this one. We keep following it to the next one, which is here, which is exactly where we came out from. So we came through here. And then we kind of have to go down this road. The question is how far? There's one side road. Oh God. There's two side roads. I have no memory of our starting location. There's 3 side roads. You know what? We'll remember this Frug sign here. Or through CG. There was 3 side roads. Where did we even go? We went here, didn't we? 3 side roads. Okay, that's 1 side road. Not this one. There's a church here. Is this really the way I went? I don't think it was. But I'll actually just quickly double check that. Do we really go this way? It's quite some distance as well. Yeah, it does appear to be the case, but then we can just check the church. Huge church there. Could be this one, Parroquia Maria Reina de Todos los Santos. Looks possible. What about this? Fria Cajas Motilones. La Mosa Tienda de Son. Potentially. I mean... Okay, let's check. 1 side street. 2 side streets, and then there's the church. one side street, two side streets here. So there should be another church here, if that's right. And, well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't see a church. You know what? Try this way. That might lead us to somewhere too. This leads to a dead end reasonably quickly, but it does look like this continues on and makes that connection, but it might also be here actually. It might be here as well. But this ends in two churches. You know what I'll do? To be 100% certain, I'll go one street over here. And I'll take this one to its end. And we'll see where that takes us. I still see no churches. It might still connect. What would the next one be? The next one would end in a T-junction. So off we go again. West, past this one. Into the next one. Oh God. And to the end. And there's the T-junction, indeed. And this does just leave both. I mean, I have to be pretty much sure now. I can't see this being incorrect anymore. I went to this end. I can go this way. Down here a bit. And if it does decide to load eventually, I can continue. And there's this side street that we can see here. There's another, actually this was these, wasn't these two I think? No, this split up. That was this side street. And this side street just isn't on the map, I guess. So it was right. I was right with this one, wasn't I? Yes, it is here. This has a little thing here as well. So that also confirms it for me a bit. And yeah, this is good enough. And we got it. All right. Stop the timer. 50 minutes and 17 seconds in the in-game time. That was painful at times, but we did get a 25k again after quite a while. Well, it hasn't been too long. We did get 25k in Malta, if I remember rightly, but that was also pain. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for doing so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.